In this video I will be predicting the Premier League table. I will try and guess where the top 20 teams of the Premier League season will finish. Hopefully I can get some right. And I have done a table here. These are all the teams, as you can see. And I will start from the team that I think will finish last and end with who I think will win the Premier League. Of course, the first game of the season is Fulham versus Arsenal. And I think that in the last place of the league, it will be Fulham. I don't think that they have strengthened enough. They have bought Tete and Areola on loan, but I still think that their squad isn't good enough to stay up in the Premier League, and I think they will go straight back down and probably straight back up, knowing Fulham. In 19th place and relegated as well, I will go for West Brom. I don't think that they have the depth to do that well in the Premier League. It is mainly a championship team, as you can see. Mateus Pereira, I'm really excited to see what he can do in the Premier League, but I don't think they have a chance of staying up, and it's a shout that they will finish last as well. In 18th place, I've gone with a controversial one, but I think West Ham might just finish 18th place. I know that they've had a good run after lockdown, but they are so inconsistent, and I think the teams above them might as well be better than them. I think that it will be kind of a surprise, because they have a squad that can finish up to 10th if they play well and focus, but I don't see them doing that well. I think they will be joining Fulham and West Brom in the Championship next season. In 17th and just avoiding relegation by one place, as they did last season, I'm going with Aston Villa. They ended the season well, and I think they have enough. They've kept Grealish. They've bought in Ollie Watkins, which I'm excited to see in the Premier League. Of course, a big fee for a championship player. I think the most expensive championship player ever bought, but I think he'll be good, and they will just avoid relegation for the second season in a row. Now I'll run through the mid-table. In 16th, I've gone with Brighton. They always seem to stay up, so I don't see that changing again this year. Trossard quality, of course. In 15th, I've gone with Crystal Palace, another solid team who always seem to do well under Roy Hodgson. In 14th, I've gone with Burnley. I think they won't have a fantastic season like they had last season, but they will still have a pretty decent one. And of course, Nick Pope is one class of a keeper. They've got quite a good team, but just ahead of Burnley, I think Leeds United, who are a solid team, and I think that Bielsa can be really good for them. Bielsa, it is tough because they might be the team that disappoints the most, but I see them being the Sheffield United of this year. In 12th, I have Newcastle, who always seem to be in that position, and that's where I think they will finish. Nothing to say about Newcastle, but they have really strengthened their attack with Fraser and Callum Wilson. That might be a good reason why they will not go down again, as they never do. In 11th, I've gone with Southampton. I think they will have another great season. Of course, last season was disastrous for them, when they lost 9-0, but they recovered so well. They looked like a proper team. And yeah, I think Ings will have yet another spectacular season for Southampton. In 10th and 11th can really interswitch, but I've gone with Sheffield. I see them having yet another top 10 season, but again, as I said, Southampton and Newcastle might be just ahead of them. They have brought in on loan Ethan Ampadu, who I expect to start most of the games, because he's a class centre-back. He showed that at Brighton. And in the 9th place, I will be predicting that Leicester will finish 9th after a fantastic season overall, finishing 5th. They've lost big part of their defense in Ben Chilwell, and I don't see them being that good again. I see them continuing with the momentum that they ended with last year, and that's why I think they will finish 9th. In 8th place, and missing from the top 7, maybe surprisingly, I think Wolves, who have done so well in these 2 seasons after being promoted, but I think that Everton, who I predicted to finish 7th, will, with their signings, will have a better season. They had a very disappointing one last year, but Corey, Hamas and Dalan have really strengthened their midfield. Of course, Andre Gomez is class as well, with Sigurdsson, who always has something to offer in the team. I think Everton might get 7th place, and of course Carlo Ancelotti, one of the best coaches, will influence that. In 6th place, I think it will be Tottenham, and I don't think Jose Mourinho will be with Tottenham for much longer, actually, because 6th is disappointing, and they bought in Matt Doherty, but they still need a backup striker because Harry Kane's injuries, and they've got quite a solid team, but I see them finishing 6th because the team finishing above them, Arsenal, seem to have gelled. Arteta have completely transformed this team. 2 trophies last season. Yeah, I'm excited to see the defensive partnership of Gabriel, who will play with William Saliba, I hope, because they are 2 class centre backs in the Ligue 1, and I think they will finish 5th. In the top 4, I have gone with United in 4th. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer seems to have found a way to win. Post-lockdown, they looked quite good. They looked quite deadly in the attack, and I think Henderson should be given the number 1 shirt for them. De Gea has been mistake-prone, and I think Henderson should start. I don't see any reason why United can't finish 4th, and I can see them finishing up to 2nd as well, United. I don't think they will ever win the league with this squad because they need more depth, but they can do well in this season. In 3rd position, I am going with Liverpool. This may be of a surprise for some, but they haven't looked good lately. They seem to have taken their foot off the gas quite a lot, and I think they will keep that in this season. I don't think they will have the hunger to go for it again. Of course, these last 2 seasons they've got 90 plus points. I don't think they will do it again, and I think they will finish 3rd. In 2nd place, I have gone with Chelsea. Chelsea, what a transfer window this has been. Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and of course loaning out Malang Sarr. I expect them to finish in the top 4, and everyone expects Chelsea to finish in the top 4 because it will be a failure. They need a keeper. In fact, they are linked with Mendy and they really should go for him. But with this strengthening, they can challenge for the league, but I think the team above them in Manchester City will be hungry this season to take over the title and of the Premier League from Liverpool once again. I think that they will be ready. Laporte and Ake, I would guess, will be the main centre backs, and for me, Kyle Walker shouldn't be the main right back, and Cancelo should be given the right back position to make it his own. But of course, the class players that they have, although losing David Silva, they have gone and got a wonderful Spanish player by the name of Ferran Torres, who I expect will be good for them. Don't think he will play a lot, but when he plays, I think he will be instrumental, and I think they will win the league this season. Tell me if you agree with my predictions, and yeah, maybe tomorrow I will do a video predicting all the scores from the games. Of course, tomorrow we have the Arsenal versus Fulham, Southampton versus Crystal Palace, Liverpool versus Leeds, and West Ham versus Newcastle. Peace.